What's going on, family? It's your man Louie T here with another Redskins film breakdown from the Week 5 debauchery, as Jay Gruden called it, on Monday Night Football versus the New Orleans Saints, in which the Redskins lost 43-19. So many things that I wanted to get to. I actually had to scrap a few plays that I wanted to break down from a time management standpoint. It just wasn't feasible to keep this video concise with all the plays that I wanted to get to. But there are so many things that the Redskins did fundamentally wrong, whether it was Alex Smith or it was the offensive line or a combination of the two. We're going to get to as many of these plays as we can. So we're going to be very, very fast in terms of pace. Unlike last week where I was able to go back, rewind, stop, go back, and all of those things. Not going to be able to do that tonight, as I want to get through as many plays as possible. So this is going to be a much more fast-paced video, but nonetheless, we're going to get through as many of these plays to kind of focus in on some of the issues that the Redskins had in this game. And so many yards left on the football field. It was a very frustrating game. And when you go back and watch the film, it's even harder to stomach and swallow. Let's get to the first possession of the game. Redskins go 3 and out. Remember, I talked about how disappointed I was with the lack of a run on the first possession, but Jay Gruden wanted to take some shots early in the game. There were opportunities, as you'll see. Let's jump into the first possession. We start with the first play of the game offensively for the Redskins. And so we'll take a look. As you can see, 1st and 10, first play of the game, and the Redskins come out in a 12 personnel, meaning one running back, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. As you see, Michael Floyd, the Redskins' newest acquisition at the receiver position, go into motion. And so now you're going to have a situation, Redskins go play action fake here. And Vernon Davis is at the end of the line next to Trent Williams and Jordan Reed. Watch him come off the ball. He's going to block and delay a bit, and then he's going to get out into the route. And this is where Alex Smith should be going with the football. Look at Vernon Davis. He's open now. Get him the football now. He is open right now. You have to throw this football. I don't know what Alex Smith is looking at, what he's expecting, but he's got to cut that football loose and get about a good 15 to 18 yard gain to Vernon Davis. And with Vernon Davis's run after the catch skills, that could have easily turned into a 20, 25, 30 yard gain on the opening snap of the football game. Instead, he chucks it down the field to Maurice Harris in double coverage. Inexcusable decision there by Alex Smith, and a wasted opportunity, 1st and 10 against this Saints defense. So now you find yourself in 2nd and 10 here as the Redskins come out in a 11 personnel, 1 tight end, as you see Jordan Reed going in motion, 1 running back, Adrian Peterson in the backfield, and up to Alex Smith, 3 receivers on this play. I want you to take a look at Maurice Harris at the top of the screen, running a comeback, wide open. Alex Smith is fixated on the opposite side of the field, and I think he really wanted to get this one to Jordan Reed. Didn't like what he saw on that side of the football field, which is understandable. Reed was not open on this particular play. Okay, fine. He comes off of that. His head goes to Maurice Harris. He's looking there, but for some reason, some inexplicable reason, he doesn't pull the trigger. Instead, decides to check it down to Adrian Peterson, leaves him out to dry, and look at that shot that he sets Adrian Peterson up to take. Luckily enough for Adrian Peterson, he did not dislocate his leg or have a hyperextension of his knee on that particular play. That's a poor decision by Alex Smith, leaving your receiver out to dry there, and Adrian Peterson, a huge part of this offense. And furthermore, Maurice Harris wide open on the comeback for an easy 1st down, pitch and catch. You cannot make that decision if you're Alex Smith. So after a couple of wasted opportunities, the Redskins found themselves in 3rd and 10 on the first possession. And so Redskins come out in a 11 personnel again, 1 tight end, 1 running back. That's Chris Thompson in the backfield, 3 wide receivers on this play. And this is a situation where you've just got to make the right decision here. And I don't think Alex Smith, this is a clean pocket, by the way. All right. So there's a little bit of pressure off to his right. He steps up. That's all he needed to do. He didn't need to vacate the pocket. Look at Paul Richardson up top of the screen. 1-on-1 with the safety. You'll take that matchup all day long. Instead, Alex Smith panics. And again, pocket wasn't as clean as you would like it to be. A little bit of pressure initially. Let's go back. Let's take a look at that one more time. And I want you to take a look at Paul Richardson, top of the screen. All right. There's pressure immediately off the edge as Morgan Moses gets beat. But Alex Smith does a great job of sidestepping this pressure and stepping up. What he needs to do, though, is stay in the pocket. There's no reason to vacate. Step up right there, which he does. Okay, now rifle this thing down the field to Paul Richardson. Richardson is breaking across the field. That's an opportunity to take a shot. Hell, if you don't even want that, there's another opportunity with Jordan Reed wide open. These are the types of plays that when you extend, you have to give guys a chance down the field. And Alex Smith simply didn't do that on this particular play. And furthermore, didn't do that on this night. So we go to the second possession of the game for the Redskins offensively, down 6-0 after the Saints go down and score a touchdown. And this is the first run of the game. So that's the significance here as the Redskins come out in a formation where there's one tight end, one back, and three wide receivers. They send Paul Richardson in ghost motion and watch Jeremy Sprinkle come across the formation and whiff on this block. Trent Williams doesn't get to his block as well as he would like to. And so there's immediate disruption to the play, but Adrian Peterson able to make that man miss. But if Sprinkle executes his block correctly and more accurately, this play has a chance to really be a big hitter for the Redskins. We'll get a different angle and look at Jeremy Sprinkle coming across the formation. He's offset behind Morgan Moses, and the Redskins run the ghost jet sweep motion to hold that defensive end so that Trent Williams doesn't have to block him and is able to block down. Williams doesn't get to his block as fast. Give the Saints credit for playing downhill fast and not allowing Trent Williams to get to that block cleanly, but still Adrian Peterson able to make that guy miss. If Sprinkle makes a better block, there's so much space, as you saw earlier, out there. And look at this. Sprinkle comes across the formation. Williams not able to get to his block as cleanly, but Peterson still makes him miss. But Sprinkle has a poor block, and so Peterson then has to make that defender miss, not able to do so, only a gain of 2. That play had 12 to 20 written all over it with a potential house call if Sprinkle makes a better block. He didn't, so you get a gain of 2. So this was the Redskins' first lengthy drive of the game, the second possession. Redskins just got a first down, and so now there's an opportunity for a shot here. And you're going to see Alex Smith send Jeremy Sprinkle into motion out wide. He's going to flex him out wide, one-on-one with the cornerback. And as you can see, the cornerback is going to bump down with him. So now Sprinkle is one-on-one outside with the corner. As you can see, there's only one safety on this play, the high safety. There's another safety. He's going to kind of fall back, but Jeremy Sprinkle has no catches on the season. So P.J. Williams, the corner in front of him, not paying much attention to Jeremy Sprinkle. Watch Sprinkle break free on this play. Look at this opportunity here. As Smith has stared down the opposite side of the field, takes the safety away. Jeremy Sprinkle is running wide open. And look at his reaction at the end of the play. Claps his hands. He knows there was an opportunity there. Let's go back. Sprinkle is flexed out. Corner goes with him. Alex Smith does a beautiful job of staring down. And he didn't do this intentionally. He wanted to get the football to someone on the opposite side of the field. But in doing so, he takes all of the attention away from Sprinkle down at the bottom of the screen. And look at the corner fall asleep behind the wheel. He's supposed to be staying on top of Sprinkle. Sprinkle gets behind him by a full 3 yards. There's an opportunity there. There's a clean pocket for Smith. He panics. Why? I don't know. This play ultimately gets 12 yards as Adrian Peterson is able to make a defender miss and get up the field. But this play could have had so much more. Alex Smith panicking in the pocket for no apparent reason, and the Redskins miss an opportunity to take a shot down the football field. There's only so many times you can do this before your players start to become angry when they run 30 and 40 yards down the field, are open, and don't get the football. Look at this pocket. Look at this pocket for Smith. There's no reason for Alex Smith to panic here. He's got plenty of time to survey the football field and come back to Sprinkle backside and let it rip. Look at this pocket, and you tell me why Alex Smith has happy feet here. I can't explain it. Why he's jumping up and down and why he's throwing this football off balance as if there's pressure. Look at this pocket. Where's their pressure? Why is Alex Smith feeling the need to jump around? Do you see any imminent pressure in this man's face? Why is he jumping around? Why is he jumping and throwing and running into the pressure when the pocket was clean as a whistle? He could have taken that shot to Jeremy Sprinkle down the sideline. Instead, his first instinct is to check it down. when things don't go his way, he wants to check the football down. We saw it earlier on a play where he got Peterson lit up. Here's another example of a play that could have been made down the field, but he's more comfortable checking the football down. So as you can see, it's 2nd and 10 on the 10th play of this drive by the Redskins. And this was the one that I saw on the TV copy when I was complaining about Vernon Davis being wide open and Alex Smith unnecessarily taking a sack. So here you're going to see the Redskins come out in a looks like 12 personnel, 1 back, 2 tight ends. And Vernon Davis is going to leak across the field on a shallow cross, and he's wide open. And yes, there's pressure on Alex Smith, but not imminent enough to where, look at Vernon Davis breaking wide ass open on the shallow cross. He's got to see that. There is no excuse for taking a sack here when you've got a man right in front of you wide open. This can't happen. It just can't happen. The pressure was quick, but not quick enough. It wasn't soon as you get the football, imminent pressure, I can't even keep my eyes down the field type of pressure. There was an opportunity here for Alex Smith to get rid of the football. And we're going to take a look at this angle from behind, which will give you an even better look at Alex Smith having enough time to get rid of this football and him simply not getting the job done. And he's a veteran, and this is inexcusable for a guy that's been in the league now for 14 years. You can't make this type of mistake against a simple pressure here. He's got to get rid of this football. Vernon Davis is wide open. Let's see how many the Saints come with here. And the amount of space Vernon Davis had. Look at Vernon Davis breaking across, and the Saints come with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys come on the blitz. Look at Vernon Davis. Look at Vernon Davis across the screen. Oh, my God. How are you not seeing this? He's so wide open. Throw the football. That can't happen. You just took an 8-yard sack and brought up 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18 when you had a guy running wide open that would catch this football. And because they brought so many on the pressure, there's not a lot of defenders back there. You make 1 or 2 guys miss, get some blocks. All of a sudden, you're talking about a big play potentially. Instead, you're looking at a 7-yard sack in 3rd and 17. So luckily enough for the Redskins, on that 3rd down after the sack, Chris Thompson was able to pick up the 1st down. And so the Redskins get another opportunity here. And as you can see, the Redskins had a great opportunity here on this particular play. Crowder goes in motion after they come out in a bunch formation. And you've got Vernon Davis and Jordan Reed at the bottom of the screen. And they're going to have a 2-on-1 fast break against the safety. And Jordan Reed is slam open against the safety on this corner route as they're going to put pressure on this defense. Smith is staring down that side of the field. You have to let this football go right now. Jordan Reed is open right now. I don't understand why you think it's a good idea to check it down to Chris Thompson when the play here is Jordan Reed, wide open, corner route, potentially a touchdown, no worse than 1st and goal from the 7 or 8 yard line. That's just a bad decision from a veteran quarterback that his first thought process and his most innate instinct is to check it down. When he's not comfortable, he checks it down. That's part of the reason he doesn't throw a bunch of interceptions, but it's also a part of the reason why he's not a very successful quarterback when it comes to passing yards and explosive plays because he is too safe with the football. This is a golden opportunity to get the football down the field to Jordan Reed or Vernon Davis. And I want to go back so you can see this one more time and take a look at these 2 guys. And Crowder comes in motion across the formation. And he's going to set up a situation where it's Vernon Davis and Jordan Reed in a little bit of a stacked formation there down by the bottom of the screen. And they're playing zone coverage here. And you're going to see Vernon Davis run a post and Jordan Reed come underneath the post and run a corner. And Smith is staring it down. He's looking to that side of the field. And for the life of me, I don't understand. Jordan Reed is open right now. And instead, he decides to check it down. There are 3 defenders staring at Chris Thompson. What do you think you're going to accomplish by checking it down to Chris Thompson there in the flat? What do you want, a gain of 2? I just don't understand that. Doesn't make any sense. So after a beautiful completion of Paul Richardson to get the Redskins inside the Saints 10-yard line, the Redskins have a golden opportunity, 2nd and 7 from the Saints 8-yard line to get in the end zone here. And when you get into the red zone, you've got to make some tight window throws and you got to have patience and you got to extend plays. These are all things that Alex Smith is capable of doing. You see, one of the Redskin receivers come in motion, Maurice Harris, and watch Jamison Crowder, who's in front of Harris on this play in a stack set, come off, and the pocket is clean here. There's no reason for Smith to panic. He's got time. Look at Jamison Crowder come open. This is where he's got to reset, and he reset right there. There was an opportunity. Crowder is wide open. Those are the plays you can't miss. And even though Chris Thompson breaks open late on this play, you'd like to see him make that throw, but okay, he didn't make that throw. He wasn't open initially. There is an opportunity for Crowder to win. And I don't know what Alex Smith wants on this play. Let's go back and take a look at it one more time. I don't know what he's looking for here, but you see Mo Harris come in the set. Crowder is right on top of him. Watch Crowder get through all of this traffic. He's got one-on-one coverage with this corner, and he's going to beat him to the inside, and Smith looks that way. He resets his feet. Throw the football. Instead, he chucks it down to Chris Thompson, and really he was just throwing the football away here. He wasn't even trying to get it to Thompson up the field. He was trying to get rid of the football because he was scared. And when you're down in the red zone, you got to make plays, and Alex Smith is showing right now his lack of playmaking ability. Now, I want you to look at this view. This view tells the story. Look at Alex Smith's feet. Why is his feet so happy? Why is he so anxious? Why can't he settle down, relax, and dissect the football field and make the right decision? There is no pressure. There's no reason for him to be bouncing around this pocket. He needs to settle in. Look at this pocket, guys. Look at the protection here. Look at Alex Smith. He's antsy. He is nervous. Where are you going? Crowder, look at Crowder back in the end zone, folks. Where's Alex? He's running into the pressure. What are you doing? Again, that's a sign of a guy that isn't comfortable. He felt the pressure even when it wasn't there. Last night, he was seeing ghosts. This is a prime example of why you can't miss opportunities when you get them in the red zone. Redskins had not one, but two opportunities to score in the red zone. Not able to take advantage on the play previous. I just showed you Crowder wide open in the back of the end zone. He's got to find a way to get Crowder the football there. Hell, even Thompson was able to break free late in that play, but okay, I can understand the defender thought that he was going to throw it out in the flats, and that's why he jumped in, and that's how Crowder got wide open. But here, this is why you got to make that play on second down, because here's a situation where Alex Smith didn't stand a chance. And really, this play was dead on arrival. If you watch the all 22s of this copy, and as a matter of fact, I'll give you a shot at it and let you see it. Nobody's open on this play. And so even though Alex Smith didn't stand a chance on this play, he never had a shot. There was immediate pressure on him. He didn't even get to survey the field, but nobody's open on this play. If you look, there isn't a single Redskin receiver creating any kind of separation. This play was dead on arrival. But what I want you to look at here is the offensive line, because this was a problem throughout the course of the night. And this is why the Redskins need to have Chase Rouillet back at center, because there's a lack of communication. And when you know what the guy next to you is going to do, these types of breakdowns, they simply don't happen. And you see Sheriff and Bergstrom having a conversation there. Look, Sheriff is expecting inside help with Tony Bergstrom on this play. He expects Bergstrom to pick this guy up. And if Rouillet were there, I'm pretty sure Sheriff would have the communication and the understanding that Rouillet would pick up this defender on the inside of him. If he goes to the outside, Sheriff would pick him up. If he goes to the inside, Sheriff would pass him off to Rouillet. But instead, Bergstrom goes to help Chase Rouillet. For what reason, I don't know. But Sheriff is expecting help. He gets none. And all of a sudden now you've got a free hitter coming right at Alex Smith before he can even react. The worst type of pressure is the pressure right in your face. Sheldon Rankins isn't even touched. Right to the quarterback he goes, and the Redskins have to settle for a field goal. Bad communication up front leads to pressure, leads to the Redskins not even getting an opportunity on third down. So now we're on the third possession of the game. Saints have scored another touchdown. It's now 13-3. And this is a situation where Jay Gruden is dialing up a big shot opportunity, and he's not dialing up this play to check it down to Adrian Peterson for 24 yards. He's dialing this up to take a shot like he did against Green Bay, and it's the same exact play, same formation, same opportunity. Watch Paul Richardson get inside of the safety, and then he's going to win on this route. Okay, you got a linebacker trailing him on the inside. Who cares about that linebacker? He can't run with Paul Richardson. He breaks outside, back inside. Now it's one-on-one with the safety. If you're Alex Smith, you have to take that shot down the football field. Jay Gruden didn't dial this play up for you to check it down to Adrian Peterson. And it's a Herculean effort by Adrian Peterson, as you can see, chucking guys and throwing them out of the way. But this was the play that he wound up injuring his shoulder and knocking it out of the socket here. So it was a really good play by Adrian Peterson, but he paid for it. And this was an opportunity. And look at the pocket. We're going to get another look at this from a different angle. Look at the pocket here for Alex Smith. This is a clean pocket, which would give him the time necessary because it's a long developing route run by Paul Richardson on the outside. But this pocket is clean enough and the play action fake holds everyone long enough so that he's got a chance to take the shot that he took against the Green Bay Packers. It's the same concept. I don't understand why he doesn't take this opportunity down the field. Look at this pocket, guys. I mean, this thing is picturesque. There isn't a soul near Alex Smith. He's got every opportunity to drive this football down the field. And what does he decide to do? I told you that innate ability to just check it down. He wants to check it down. He doesn't want to take shots down the field. It's second nature to him to just check it down when he doesn't feel comfortable. Why he didn't feel comfortable on that play with the kind of protection he had is it behooves me, but another missed opportunity for a chunk play. You think Drew Brees would have checked it down to his running back on that play? Hell no. He's taking a shot down the football field. So after the long game by Adrian Peterson, the Redskins are in Saints territory, and this is a 3rd and 5 situation here. And the Redskins come out in essentially a formation where you've got 3 receivers and a tight end, Jordan Reed, down at the bottom of the screen on the football field. They then motion Chris Thompson out. So you've got an empty set now. Look at the route Jordan Reed runs. He's going to press this defender, this linebacker, push him up the field and create space for Chris Thompson to run a slant, essentially an arrow route or a Texas route. Watch Chris Thompson here. That's the move here. That's the route right there. Thompson is open. Get him the football. You've got a first down. Instead, he's looking up the field at Jamison Crowder in a lose-lose situation. Crowder isn't a 50-50 go up and get it type of guy. I don't understand what the thought process was there. But as we go back and we look at this again, if I'm getting a stacked formation with Jordan Reed and Chris Thompson as the 2 receivers in that stacked set on a 3rd down, don't you think I'm going to be trying to work that side of the field first? Reed presses this linebacker, pushes him up the field. Watch this. Watch Reed push him up the field. Boom. With that push there, Thompson is now open. He stutters, gives him a stick to the outside. He's inside and he's winning. He's winning. You give him the football now and it's a completion and it's a first down. Instead, he's working the top of the field. And even Paul Richardson looks somewhat open. And if we go back one more time, look at Paul Richardson at the top of the screen on this play. All right. So Richardson is in the slot. He's in the middle between the outside receiver, Mo Harris, and Crowder on the inside. Watch Paul Richardson hook up. And if Alex Smith is smart, he'll stare down Jordan Reed and Chris Thompson's side, knowing he's got a hook route that will be wide open because he's going to take this defender, that linebacker, away from Paul Richardson. Richardson is wide open. If he stares down Jordan Reed and Chris Thompson and doesn't like it, his eyes will take that linebacker away from Paul Richardson. Richardson will be wide open, and that's a first down. Either way, he played that play all wrong, and the Redskins have to settle for another field goal against a team that's scoring touchdowns. So now we find ourselves in a dire situation. We're down 20-6. 4th possession of the game, 3rd and 7. Got to have this conversion right before half. With the way Drew Brees and the Saints offense is rolling, you can't afford to give it back to them right now. They're going to score again, which they would ultimately do. But you got Jordan Reed coming in motion to set up a stack formation with he and Paul Richardson. Richardson is the guy that I want to focus on right now because he's the guy that's going to win on the corner route. And if you're Alex Smith, again, he's not even working the side of the field with Jordan Reed, which is inexcusable, but nonetheless, Richardson wins on a corner route here. As you're going to see, he's going to release from the underneath defender and he's going to stick his foot in the ground and he's going to break to the outside. Right now, when he sticks his foot in the ground, you got to let it go. And Smith simply doesn't do that. And even though he got decapitated on this play by Marcus Davenport, what you'll find is that as we see it from the end zone copy is that this was a simple TE game. Tackle or an ET game, an end tackle stunt and a twist. And so what you'll find is that Chase Rouillet is supposed to pass off the interior defensive lineman to Trent Williams. Williams in turn passes off the end to Rouye, and they're supposed to pretty much combo that off and switch it off. What you're going to see is Rouye takes a ton of contact, gets driven back, and Trent Williams isn't able to recover because Rouye simply doesn't stand his ground on this play. And so, as you'll watch, Alex Smith had an opportunity. It was a brief one, but if he was looking in the right area, he would have gotten rid of this football before the hit actually took place. Nonetheless, look at Chase Rouye on this play and watch the way he gets blown up by the defensive tackle, which allows the defensive end to then peel underneath, and Trent Williams just simply can't get there in time. So watch Rouye at guard get collapsed here, and he misses there. And because of that miss, Williams can't get there because Rouye's in the way. And really, Rouye was supposed to be able to push him outside to Trent Williams, which would allow Williams to pick up the guy on the outside, and Rouye was supposed to stay at home and pick up the end that was crashing inside. But like I said, Rouye misses and he whiffs. And because he misses, he's not able to stay at home where he belongs. Williams is then impeded by Rouye. And there you get Alex Smith getting hit. So this is the final play that I want to show you. And this is by far and away the most nauseating play of the night. Sixth possession, Redskins down 33-13 here. 4th and 2, you got to have it. Saints come with pressure here. There's an opportunity for a big play. As you see Mo Harris on the corner route on the outside, wide open. You can't get any more wide open in the league than that. Again, I don't know what Alex Smith is doing here. I don't know why it took him so long. That should have been his first read. I don't know why it took him so long to come back there. And even after he came back there late, it is inexplicable for him to underthrow that football. If anything, he should have been overthrowing Mo Harris towards the end zone and the pylon. To throw that football on a line instead of throwing it with air towards the end zone is just inconceivable there. I just don't understand what his thought process was. As we go back on this play and we take a look at what happened here, I just don't understand what his thought process was here when he made the decision to not stare down Mo Harris on this play. And then when he came back late to then throw it on a line. Again, you're going to see Paul Richardson coming in motion, or Jamison Crowder, coming in ghost motion. And this play is beautifully called by Jay Gruden here. Mo Harris breaks to the outside. Man, I mean, Alex Smith, what is he looking at here? I'm mind boggled at what he's looking at. But he comes back late. You got to throw that football with air to the corner of the end zone. You can't underthrow that football. His feet weren't under him, but even if it's all arm, he's got to put air under that football and allow Mo Harris to go and get it. Instead, he short arms it and it gets picked off. And again, this was the back-breaking play. You're down 33-13. You've got to have this one. You get this to 33-20, and maybe you still have a fighting chance in this game. Instead, you throw a back-breaking pick. The Saints go on to score a touchdown. It's now 40-13 at this point in the game. For all intents and purposes, the competitive version and portion of this game is now over with this return down inside the Redskins 5-yard line. Alex Smith had a brutal night. He was horrendous, and this was the icing on the cake on what was a brutal night by Alex Smith. I just want you to look at Mo Harris here, guys. I don't know what Alex Smith is doing here. This is so frustrating because Jay Gruden can't do anything about this. He dialed up the perfect play against the perfect defense, and this is the end result because of your quarterback. Look at Mo Harris, guys. Look at Mo Harris. What is Alex Smith doing here? Again, if you're Jay Gruden, you can't begin to understand what Alex Smith is looking at, what he's thinking, and what he's doing on this play. And again, we kill Jay Gruden for a lot of the things that he does, some of the calls that he makes. This isn't one of them, folks. This is a poor lack of execution by your starting quarterback that you've paid a lot of money to be able to dissect plays like this and make the right read and the right throw to give his team a chance. And Alex Smith simply didn't do that on this play.